So how in the world are we supposed to guard childhood in this age of AI, smartphones, and just endless digital games? It's a huge question, right? It's probably one of the biggest questions for parents today. Well, in this explainer, we're going to break it all down, the risks, and more importantly, the solutions.
From the moment they're born, our kids are just immersed in this digital world. It's not just a tool they pick up and use, it's literally the environment they grow up in. Think about it. It's in our homes, our cars, our schools. It's everywhere, and it is shaping them every single day.
And that brings us to the big, fundamental question here. Is all this tech actually a powerful tool for learning? Or is it just a huge distraction, pulling our kids away from the stuff that really matters for their development?
Okay, so let's dive into the problem first. Let's talk about the very real dangers that pop up when screen time is totally unguided and unstructured.
Just think about it for a second. So many kids are spending hours every single day on mobile games, scrolling through YouTube shorts, and messing with AI caps. Now, they're definitely learning something from all this exposure, no doubt. But the real question is, are they learning the right things?
And honestly, the consequences are becoming pretty clear. We're seeing less focus in their studies, weaker memory, and, those crucial communication skills just aren't as strong. Creativity takes a hit too, because when you're just passively consuming content, you're not really solving problems or using your imagination. It all kind of points to this growing addiction to just pure entertainment.
But here's a really important distinction we need to make. AI itself, it's not the bad guy here. The real danger, that's using AI without any guidance, without any structure, or any kind of protection.
So what exactly do they need protection from? Well, they need a shield from all the fake content out there, from overusing gadgets, from the wrong kinds of online influences, and from the huge risk of replacing essential real-world learning with just more screen time.
This slide just lays out the two paths so perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the passive scroller. They just consume content, they can become pretty isolated, and they're really dependent on a screen. But on the other side, you have the active learner. They're creating solutions, they're collaborating with others, and they're building real-world skills. Our job really is to help guide them from that first path to the second.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one. But now let's talk about the solution. We're going to shift gears here and look at a whole new way to learn, one that taps into the amazing power of play. And the key thing to get here is that the solution isn't just banning all tech. Let's be real, that's not going to happen. The real solution is to give kids something better, a more engaging alternative that works with their natural desire to have fun. And that alternative has a name: game-based learning. It's basically a method where all the educational stuff is baked right into games. It completely transforms learning from this boring chore into something kids actually genuinely want to do.
All right, let's make this feel real. Picture this, a game where kids aren't just students sitting at a desk. No way. They're heroes on an epic quest, and the whole adventure is built around a magical classroom.
So what does this big adventure even look like?
Well, forget boring old subjects. Here, kids get entire worlds to explore. They can travel to Alphabet Island, they can defend Number Castle, or they can blast off to a science space station. Every single world is a different kind of fun challenge.
So, what's the result of all this fun and games? Well, it's not just play. It directly improves crucial skills like math, English vocabulary, logical thinking, and memory. But you know what might be the most important thing? It builds their confidence. Kids start to see themselves as, hey, I can do this. They see themselves as capable learners.
And this brings us right back to the problem we started with. How does this actually protect them from all those distractions? Well, game-based learning, especially the kind that happens offline, directly cuts down on screen dependency. It encourages teamwork and improves real communication. The exact skills that all that passive scrolling wears away.
All right, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do you actually do it? This last section is all about that, your family's next move, and how to put all this learning into play.
Here are 5 simple steps you can actually start with. First, try to set aside just 1 hour a day for learning game time. Second, create some mobile-free zones in your house for studying. Third, organize weekly family quiz nights. Make it fun. Fourth, introduce story and puzzle challenges. And number 5, which is probably the most important, play and learn together as a family. Because at the end of the day, the problem isn't that we don't have enough screens. It's that we don't have enough meaningful, engaging learning experiences. That's the gap we really need to fill.
And this is such a powerful way to shift your mindset, isn't it?
Instead of looking at this digital world with fear and trying to restrict everything, we can totally reframe it. Let's protect our kids not with fear, but with fun, by giving them joyful and constructive alternatives.
Look, the world of AI isn't going anywhere. It's only getting bigger, and our kids have to grow smarter right along with it. So that leaves us with one final big question